XRP here, and welcome back. Today is November 5th of 2020, and I am going to show you what I posted on November 2nd of 2020. One is to show you the sound effects that I put behind Fiat Leak, and number two is to show you how far we've come in just 3 days. The market, Bitcoin almost hit 15,000 this morning, and when Bitcoin was at 13,682, I made this little video. And for those of you who grew up in the 80s, you'll recognize the sound. It's Missile Command, Atari Missile Command. Every time I look at Fiat Leak, that's all I think of is Missile Command. So I wanted to share that with you guys. A lot of people said they thought the same thing when they look at Fiat Leak. So I thought that was fun and interesting. So that's why I did that. Okay, let's jump right into it. So the market cap is sitting right now at 431 billion. That is fantastic. How fantastic is that? Well, let's look at market cap for a second here. If I can get it to open up. And let's see if we can go to max. Hopefully it'll work for me. Okay, good. So the market cap today is the second highest it's ever been, except for the bull run of, let's say, the bull run of late 2017, early 18, where it hit 719 billion. It's showing here on CoinPaprika. Now in other places it says over 800 billion, but let's just go with this, 719 billion. And then it went down from there. It peaked up one more time. It jumped up at 445 on the descent. But bottom line is, if you remove that bull run out of the mix, this is the second highest that it's ever been. And guys, that's a big deal. I mean, that's really, really great. And that's because Bitcoin's on fire right now. Bitcoin it's at 14,845 right now as I'm making this video. It was just under 15,000 about an hour and a half ago. It was just trying, it was like $50, $60 off. So it is getting close. XRP is sitting at 24.5 cents. And if you've done any studying, I've talked about this in other videos, XRP always makes its big move after Bitcoin hits its all-time high. So I'm not saying that's the way it's going to go down again, but that's the way it's happened in the past. So run Bitcoin, run. We don't care. It's good for everyone. It's good for the space. Brings people in, gets more investors, and eventually, if the altcoin market bull run happens directly after, we'll all be happy. Okay, so let's move on from there. And before I talk about more, I want to talk more about Bitcoin. But before I do, I saw this from Michael at VAL5 Link. CZ and Vitalik agree blockchain-based voting is a must. So it's 2 days after the election. We still don't know who the president of the United States is. It's kind of ridiculous we're counting votes by hand. I mean, kind of ridiculous. It actually is ridiculous. I mean, we need a better system. There's just, if it takes more people to count votes and get more people, but the truth is, I think we need to be, digitalized, or people need to have an easier way to vote. And if they want to go in and vote, they can go in and vote. But I certainly would have done it from my phone if I could have. So I think we need a better system, and I'm hoping that we'll have a better system in the future. Okay, this was from Joker at Kia Crypto, and he said, if you believe that Bitcoin hits $100,000 one day and XRP stays below $14, your logic is seriously flawed. And I agree 100%. Victoria on Twitter at PWZRDXR posted this. XRP December 11th of 2017, 22 cents. Bitcoin December 11th, 2017, $20,000. XRP January 4th, 2018, $3.80. Bitcoin January 4th, 2018, $15,000. So this goes to prove my point I just made moments ago, that after Bitcoin hits its high, that's when XRP starts to make its move. And look, so Bitcoin went in just a few days, less than 30 days, Bitcoin went from 20,000 back to 15,000, and XRP went through the roof. So, everyone's banking on when there's a bull run, that's going to happen again. Obviously, there's always two things we're waiting for with XRP. We're not only waiting for a bull run, but we're waiting for utility to be, to happen, and we're waiting for utility to happen, because we're waiting for clarity. So in the meantime, I'll happily take a bull run while we're waiting on all the other stuff to happen. Okay, so this was from the blockchain backer. He's at BC Backer on Twitter. Oh, what happened? We're having technical difficulties. Please take small children by the hand and exit the tram, and we will have you safely back aboard in just a moment. Let's see here. And loading. We're back. Okay, good. I'm not going to edit that out, guys, so let's roll. So Bitcoin blockchain backer had posted this. Bitcoin touches 14,900, reaching just above 0.702 Fibonacci retracement. All eyes on 16,000 to 16,300, where the last Fibonacci retracement levels resides, the 0.786. I don't understand all that stuff. All I'm saying is Bitcoin backer saying is his eyes are on 16 to 16,300 from here. And I've heard other people say that there's no resistance between 15,000 and 16,000. So apparently we should jet once we hit 15,000. So that would be good. I saw this posted on Twitter from Street City Realty about London having a really hot real estate market. And for anyone that's interested, I'm in Florida. The Florida real estate market is insane. I mean, it's like hand-to-hand combat out there. I mean, I'm like doing everything I can to get buyers houses. I had one yesterday to where it's a very high-end home. Just came on the market. My buyers were going to finance. They came in, full price offer with financing. Someone else came in, full price offer, cash closed in 2 weeks. My buyers said, the hell with it. We'll pay 10% above full price offer and we'll go to cash. And they ended up doing hand-to-hand combat with these other buyers. We ended up winning. But what it took to get this deal was insane. And the problem is this, is because of the current health event this year, properties didn't come on the market. We had 40% less properties come on the market. So what's happened is with that reduction in inventory, values have gone up because there's too many buyers and not enough homes. So it's insane here in Florida. And if you're looking to shop for a home right now, it's really tough. I mean, it's really, really hard. So put your best foot forward from right out of the gate. If you're looking to buy a house, don't mess around. If you find one you love, buy it. As long as you're going to be in it, 5 years or more, I wouldn't be that worried about, if you have to get in a little bit of a bidding war. But anyway, just wanted to share a little real estate update with you guys. I saw this from iTrustCapital. They are now handling physical silver. So physical silver is live at iTrustCapital. Boy, I remember I had some silver with Uphold earlier this year. I bought it at $15. It ran to 20. I sold it at 20, and now it's like $26. I should have hung on to my silver. But anyway, listen, if you guys are interested in silver or crypto, you can open up you can roll your 401k to an IRA over at iTrustCapital, or you can open up a new IRA. Now, I'm going to tell you something. Jungle Inc. once gave the greatest advice I've ever heard in this space. He said, take 1,000 XRP, stick it on a nano ledger, stick it under your pillow, and forget about it for 10 years. And I always thought that was some of the best advice, if not the best advice I ever heard in this space. What I decided to do was I decided to open up an IRA with iTrustCapital, buy XRP, put it in there. I can't touch it till I'm 59 now. I'm 52, so I only have to wait 7 years. But if you're younger, it's kind of a neat idea because it'll protect you from selling it. I mean, you could sell it if you want, but you can't take proceeds out until you're 59 or a minimum of 59, depending on which IRA you get. But anyway, it's a great way to get some crypto or some silver or some gold or whatever you want and protect it from you selling it too soon. So I strongly recommend these guys. They're good people. I have a link in the description of the video. You get 1 month free if you use my link. And they have silver now. All right, so this was from Michael at VAL5 link. Grayscale's Bitcoin fund, GBTC, recorded the largest inflow of around $215 million in the week ending October 29th. Guys, they're coming to this space. They're coming fast. They're coming hard. And I tell you that I really, what Facebook did to get the government in the United States to pay attention to cryptocurrency, I think PayPal did to get investors to wake the hell up. So I think PayPal announcing that crypto is coming to the PayPal platform and bringing 346 million people to the game has really woken a lot of people up. And I think that's why Bitcoin's on its run right now. But that's just my opinion. Okay, this was from Michael at VAL5 Link. United Kingdom began a second round of money printing as Northern Europe enters a second round of lockdown. Boy, that's it's just tough to go into these lockdowns. The Bank of England has announced they are continuing printing 200. They are to continue printing 20 billion for corporate debt and an extra 150 billion for government debt. Here's the reason why we'll never have a one world currency and why we'll have CBDCs, central bank digital currencies, is because none of these governments are ever going to give up their ability to print money. They can't. They would have to run they would have to run their books like we have to run our households. We have to balance our books every month. If they run short of money, they either come to us and raise our taxes or they just print more. And this from XRP Crypto Wolf. The number of Bitcoin addresses holding at least one Bitcoin has reached an all-time high. There are 824,193 Bitcoin addresses holding at least one Bitcoin. Wow, that's a lot. I would have never imagined it was that much. You know, a lot of people in this space think holding one Bitcoin is a good idea. I held Bitcoin for years, and I thought holding one Bitcoin was a good idea. And it's probably not a bad idea. It's just I'm looking for greater ROIs. It's just not something that I want to do, but I don't think it's a bad idea. And I think that number is amazing how many people are holding it. So that's surprising. All right, this I saw from David Schwartz. He's at Joel Katz on Twitter. 14 years ago, my wife and I owned a video game store called Geeks Paradise in Arnold, California. Here's an old picture of the back of the store. I mean, I've met David and his wife. I could totally see them owning a video game store. I don't know who's dressed up like Super Mario, but that's absolutely hilarious. David's funny, though, when he posts pictures. He usually does it for multiple reasons, so I'm sure there's some interesting stuff in that picture that he wants people to find. He just does funny stuff like that. Okay, this was from John Mace at JI Mace 69. Anyone else had a text from Ledger regarding losing assets? Okay. I don't know how people are getting Ledger's customers' telephone numbers, or if it's just haphazard. I don't believe it's haphazard, but people are getting texts about firmware critical vulnerability and risk of losing assets. Please visit. Don't do it. Don't press these links, guys. I don't know how people are getting these texts. I haven't received any, but a lot of people are. Don't give these people your keywords. Don't hit on their links. Don't go near it. I mean, you have got to be defensive in this space, because otherwise there will always be somebody out there that will try and steal your assets without a doubt. Okay, I want to give you an update. So a couple of months ago, I talked about the SEC was going to loosen restrictions on accredited investors. And a couple of the restrictions, or one of the restrictions they were going to loosen up was, instead of having the income requirement, which I think is $200,000 for 2 years in a row, or the net worth requirement, which I think is $1 million, not including your house, they decided that I believe you can get your Series 65 or 66 license and become an accredited investor. So I think it's actually in legislation now. It's done. Technically, I think if you get your Series 65, you can now be an accredited investor. So instead of making $200,000 a year, you can make $40,000 a year if you take the course and pass the test. You don't have to be sponsored by a company. You don't have to go into the business. You just have to take the class, take the test, and at that point, you be an accredited investor. So if you want to invest in any of these pre-IPO companies, like on Link2, they have Kraken, Upgrade, Uphold, Ripple, Blockchain, Coinvestors, Link2, and SoFi. You can do it once you take that test and become an accredited investor. So a lot of people are interested in doing that. There's a minimum of a $10,000 investment on their platform, except I think Link2. If you want to buy Link2 private equity, I think it's like a $5,000 minimum investment. But I wanted to give you the update on that because I know a lot of people are interested in doing that. If you're interested in Link2, you can go directly to their website. You can download their app. They're good people over there, so check them out. All right, I saw this video. This is amazing. This is a hippo eating a watermelon in one gulp. I mean, this is unbelievable. I read somewhere, and I've heard on TV many times, that next to the mosquito, more people die in Africa from hippos than anything else. I think they kill like 300 or 600 people a year. I mean, these things are really, really dangerous. So watch this. That's crazy. I mean, look at that. Look at the teeth. The teeth, they look like trees. I mean, look at those teeth. Oh, I know it's probably more than you guys wanted to see, but I find it interesting. It's just amazing to me. Absolutely amazing. All right, so hey, thanks for listening to my video. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm not an accountant. I'm not a car salesman, and I'm not a crypto expert. These are my opinions only. Don't make any financial decisions based on anything I say. Hey, please hit the like button. If you hit the like button, 3 or 4 more people will watch my video, and that's helpful to me. Also, subscribe. If you haven't subscribed by now, hit the sub button, hit the bell if you want to be notified when a new video becomes available. If you're interested in the links that are under the description of my video, it's a great way to help support the channel, and I appreciate you guys for doing that. And everybody keep your eye on Bitcoin. I think we're going to cross 15,000 really, really soon. Have a fantastic day. Bye-bye.